you live by common sense, you will get common results. And that's how many of us live. We live by common sense. That makes sense. Well, you have to understand that in God, believing is seeing. In the world, seeing is believing. Let me repeat that again. In God, you see what you believe. You see what, if you believe, you shall see. In the world, they say, show me the money. I have to see it to believe it. So the world mindset is exactly opposite of God's mindset. If you are going to operate in the kingdom, you must look beyond your circumstance. You must look beyond your situation. You cannot allow your bank account to dictate your next move. I was talking to somebody this past week, and this person was telling me he has read my books, but one of my books that he read, he said the book has become his manual. How did he put it? There's a word he used. I'm trying to say it's become his manual that he has read this book only God knows how many times. Created to Manifest, one of my books, Created to Manifest. And then he called me. I was not in the country. He texted me. He said somebody shared a testimony with him, and when he heard the testimony, he thought about me because he has heard me share that testimony in one of the books, Created to Manifest. And he shared the testimony of a woman that was in financial distress and trust God and wrote a check that had no money in it, and the check cleared. So he said, Pastor, I remember you sharing this in your book. And he sent me a text, can you please explain to me? So when I came back, I've not talked to him until 2-3 days ago. I called and said, I'm sorry, I've been out of the country, I've been busy, and I forgot, so I'm calling you back. So he began to talk to me, and he said, Pastor, I've read that book, only God knows how many times. I've read it so many times. I knew almost everything in that book. He said, that book has blessed me so much. He said, but this lady shared this testimony. Explain to me specifically how this happened to you. So I explained to him the testimony. Remember when I wrote the check and there was no money in the account? Remember that? And it cleared. October, cleared. November, cleared. December, cleared. He said, how did it? Is it that? It's very difficult to describe miracle. That's why it's called miracle. If you can describe it, it is not miracle. So he said, is it that when you deposit the money, the check just disappear? Or is it that somebody gave you the money to be able to cover the check? He was asking all these questions. Is it that somebody gave you the money, you give this guy the check, somebody gave you the money, supernatural bless you, and you put it so that I can cover the check, or just that you gave the check and the check just disappear and the person still get paid? So he was asking me all these questions. So I was trying to explain to him, and he said, I hope one day I have the faith to do such a thing. I said, I hope I have the faith to do such a thing too. Because if I know how to do such a thing, I'll be a millionaire by now. I'll be a billionaire by now. If I know how to just write checks without money and be just clear, trust me, I'll be making I'll be very rich right now. I said, supernatural things are God things, and sometimes God do those things to humble you. And I said, sometimes I think sometimes God doesn't trust me with money. I said, because everything we have done in GFBC is without money. I said, I wish God would just give me the extra money, just make extra money so that I can do it. That would still be a miracle. But he doesn't give me the money, just do it on his own. So, and we began to talk about these things, and I began to realize that if you want to think through life with your brain, you will limit yourself to what your brain can contain. You will limit yourself to what your brain can comprehend. You have to think beyond your brain. You have to think out of your belly. Perhaps out of your belly shall flow the rivers of living water. You have to start thinking the way God thinks. Because if you think the way your brain works, your brain will limit you. So if you use your circumstance, your physical circumstance, to begin to plan and make decisions for your life, you are not going to get it. I told him, I said, if I ever wait to have money in our account, we will be dead by now. That's what I told him. I said, if I wait as a church to always have money before we do anything, we will have done nothing because we've never had money. This building was $1.5 million. This building is paid off now, $1.5 million. But when we started building it, We had no penny. And that does not include the building at the back, and that does not include the land. Just to build this was $1.5 million. 5-6 years ago. And we had nothing. We just lost our building at the town center. They gave us a ultimatum to move out. And we have to believe God to build this place. And there was no money in the account. We have lost so many members of the church. They've left because of everything that's happened. Losing the other place. But we came here by faith. We were broke, yes. But our God was not broke. And our God is still not broke. So I explained to him the ability to just trust God when there is nothing to trust him for. The ability to just trust God based on his word. That's it. Nothing else. No sign, no signal, no evidence. Just trust God. I can tell you time after time that I'm about to trust God to get through life. If I allow the label to limit me, I will not be here. I can share with you how I got here. How I got immigration document to get here. I can tell you that by the time I tried to leave Nigeria, my document vanished 2 times. Till today, they've not found it. Disappeared. My passport disappeared. Just vanished. Twice, the passport I came to this country with was my 3rd passport. It wasn't lost. It was submitted to the immigration, and they couldn't find it. And they couldn't find it on their record till today. I can tell you how I got my green card, how I got my citizenship. America, United States, what is it called now? USCIS, United States, USCIS, Homeland Security Citizenship. My document vanished. Apart from the vanishing of passport in Africa, over here. My document did what? But see, I'm used to my document vanishing. It's true. You can ask my document. I went to the consulate and to the immigration, and they couldn't find my document. The only problem is that all the original document they sent to me, I didn't lose it. I kept it. I don't throw anything away. Ask my wife. There are clothes I brought from Africa 27 years ago. I still have them. Right? I don't throw clothes away. I don't throw food away. Amen? He didn't, am I saying the truth? Madam? Am I saying the truth? Are you listening to me? Okay. I don't throw anything away. So when immigration was sending me my document, I was keeping the original copy. And I have this folder that I keep all my copies. So when I went back to the immigration and they told me I don't have the document, I said I have it. He said, no, you don't have it. I said, and I'm now in immigration in their office. So they checked their document, they couldn't find me. I was nowhere to be found. So I opened the devil stole my document from them, but couldn't steal it from me. Because mine was covered by the blood of Jesus. So as he was deleting my document in immigration, in Africa, in the passport office, he couldn't touch the one that I carried. I'm telling the truth, he couldn't touch the one I carried. So I had the original with me everywhere I go. So when I go to those immigration, I carry my portfolio with me. From the day I came to this country to today, I still have all the document. So when they say it's not true, I say it is true. So I brought the original. They were confused. Because they are looking at it and they know it's not fake. It's the original document. And I'm in their office. So it's not as if I'm right here in front of them. I'm showing them the original. Do you know what they did? Do you know that they took my original, make copies of all my original, and use their stamp and stamp it as original. And give me back the original. And they use the duplicate that they stamp as original to become their own original. I'm telling you the truth. That's how they process my citizenship. Because all my documents vanished. But see, I was like David, that I faced the lion and the bear on the backside of desert before. So now that I'm facing Goliath was not a big deal. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, if you allow your situation and your circumstance to determine your next move, to determine your faith, to determine your walk with God, the devil will limit you. The devil will limit you. So you have to say, I refuse to be anything except what God said I am. It doesn't matter who doesn't like you. It doesn't matter who doesn't want you. It doesn't matter who is against you. If God is for you, who can be against you? He that is with you is greater than he that is in the world. Do not let circumstances dictate your identity. Things goes up, things come down. But for a child of God, you stay up. There are times that Jesus had no food. But it was never with provision. There are times Jesus could not pay his taxes. That he needed miracle. Remember when they have to get money from the mouth of the fish? Do you remember that? There were times Jesus could not pay his own taxes. He was not just broke, even Peter was broke too. Because himself and Peter, they have tax debt. And they needed a miracle to pay their own taxes. There was a time in Jesus' ministry, he wanted to feed the crowd, and there was no food, and there was no money. He needed a miracle. A little child, they took food. Which preacher would take food from a little child? They took food. They said, what do you have? They said, feed them. Say, how can we feed them? A year worth of wages cannot feed all these people. They said, what do you have? We said, we don't have anything except there's a little boy here that has 5 loaves and 2 fishes. They said, take it, bring it. And the Bible says, Jesus took it and blessed it. And told them to sit down and bless it and gave it to them. And as they began to break the bread, it began to multiply. And they used 5 loaves and 2 fishes to feed 5,000 men, plus women and children. At that moment, Jesus could have given up, said, I can't afford this. This is too much. How can I be serving God and I can't afford to do anything God called me to do? How can I be serving God and I'm broke? How can I be serving God and things are difficult? Jesus faced poverty. But how did he deal with it? By faith. In Galatians chapter 4, the Bible talks about Paul was sick. How many feel that Paul was sick? Go and read it. Paul was sick. How did he confront it? By faith.